Check out the creative work of the author Trent Williams of www.taylorkennedymedia.com. Chapter of the Delta gives us a peek at his life-changing events. And if that's not enough, Trent tells you more about his brothers and his life through memoirs in his book, The Four Horsemen. His blogs and daily stimulating quotes are published in his book, Life's Little Addiction. And when you have a need of some human coaching of life and relationships, take a look at Conversations with Trent, Volume 1 and 2, and Conversations with Trent, Limited Edition. You will find his works available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all online book retailers.
From dating to relationships, from sex to love, from Christianity to politics, from darkness to light, you have now entered into the real zone. Welcome to Conversations with Trent, where no topic of conversation is safe from discussion. Now, here he is, Mr. Epic himself, Trent Williams.
What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to the continuation from Sunday's show, Adulting. So we're going to continue it and finish it off. We had a couple of pointers we didn't get to, and we wanted to make sure we get to them for you guys. So, hey, what's going on, Shan?
Hey, wait, what did you say the topic was? The name of the show was?
I'm sorry.
No, what did you say it was?
Adult dating. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to remember these things, sir, moving forward.
We got 1,001 things going on.
You want to see what going on there? Need some ginkgo biloba?
I'm gonna give you that one for free. Next one gonna cost you, okay?
Now again, even happy hump day to y'all. Hey, Mark. Whoa, we got Mr. Mark out here early tonight. Oh, he must be ready to go.
Is that right?
Good evening, sir.
Good stuff. Adult dating is the topic, the continuation, so we can actually get down that list and move folks ahead into to the next topic for Sunday. So good stuff. And we have the lovely Keisha coming back, finishing up with us. So that's good stuff. Without further ado, let's bring Keisha in 1 second. Hey.
Mr. Epic. Hi, Shan. Happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday, right?
Wednesday. I know. 2 more days.
Yes.
Yes.
What'd you say, Shan?
I said 2 more days. 2 more days in this week.
There you go. 2 more
actually,
days.
Me and Keith will be hanging out actually this weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm hoping I can fit this dress. It's going to be real awesome.
Well, you'll be able to. You'll be fine.
Good stuff.
I'm going to be spanking it up.
Good stuff. Well, some good news for you guys.
What's the good
actually, that was on YouTube as far as the conversation channel.
Mm-hmm.
The last show we did was the number 1 from out of all the shows that we've done.
Wow.
So it's actually sitting at number 1 on a conversation channel. So that's real good stuff, man.
Nice. That is
still
good.
Going. They're still going, so they're still moving. So a lot of folks were going back and listening to checking out the show. So I guess they was interested in everything you guys were talking about. So good stuff there. Real good stuff.
So adult dating. What point are we on tonight?
Actually, we're talking about.
We talked about the actual
online portion, like doing dating online.
Correct.
And
so
then
we're going into how soon is too soon for sex, and we're talking about taking cruises and trips.
Oh, this is a great one.
Dating. What are the expectations?
Real adult stuff. Okay.
What are the expectations if say like we're going out on a date for on a cruise for a week or 2 weeks or 7-day cruise or whatever? What's your expectations?
Hey, I'm just gonna come out the gate. If you're on a cruise for a week, you're gonna give it up.
Wait, say that again. What'd you say?
I said if you're on a cruise for a week, give it up.
Okay. Okay, Keisha, come out the gate with it. Give up the G. What did Mark say? The GTD? Give up the drugs. Okay.
That's right. GTD.
Okay,
hey,
give them up.
It might mean that for the guy as well. GTD.
Shannon, what do you say?
Wow. I mean, I would think, I'm such a scary person. Like, I guess if we're going on a cruise for a week, we've had some interaction and stuff. So yeah. I mean, it's not like the first time I meet you, we going on a cruise or within 30 days,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I was just if we're all putting it out there. I mean, if we're going on a cruise,
I'm almost scared to hear this.
If we're going on a cruise and we got the suite going on, I'm eating coochie and everything. We're gonna get it in.
God dang. Okay.
7 days. It's gonna be 7 days of work. Get ready.
What were we gonna say, Keith?
Say again.
Well, no, Keith was getting ready.
So what if let's change it just a wee bit, right? Mm-hmm. What if you meet someone that you're interested in on the cruise, and maybe you never take it beyond that 7 days? It's like, hey, we're here to have a good time. What happens on the ship stays on the ship, and that's it. Great trip.
Wait, so does this mean you went with somebody for the cruise and then you met somebody else? Is that what you're saying?
That sounds like an Ursula situation.
I met someone on the cruise, another cruise passenger.
But you're there with somebody already.
Ooh.
No. You're solo. Like, maybe us girls go, right?
Gotcha.
And you meet someone, and it's like, I only ask that because I have a friend. I have a friend who's in a she's been in this relationship for quite a while now, and that's how she met him on the cruise.
Oh, really?
And she surrendered the draws on the cruise.
A friend.
So
the question is, was it a girls' trip and she met this guy?
Yep, absolutely. Ironically, she was there with her girls, and he was there with his boys, and she's from Atlanta. Yeah. They're from like New York, New Jersey. They met and they're still together.
But
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Actually, that happened to me once. Went down to Jamaica.
Why are we
and hanging out and met a girl. She was actually from the Philippines, and didn't even know her name.
So Mr. Epic done went international.
Say again now.
Mr. Epic done went international.
I've always been international. Knock it off.
International hoe.
Knock it off. I've always been international. But yeah, it was. I didn't even know the girl's name. But yeah, that's possible.
Back up. I'm stuck on this. You didn't know her name.
No, I didn't know her name. I was drunk, having a good time. I was in Jamaica.
I'm not living life that I just don't do these things.
Wait,
am I living life enough?
I mean, hey, that's what it was. It was what it was at that time.
I kind of feel like maybe I'm not living life enough, Keith.
Interesting. That's interesting. So yeah, I mean that was years ago, so I wouldn't do it now.
So like in that scenario, right? Do you think that there's a so you're in Jamaica for a week, hypothetically, right? Do you think that there's should be a waiting period, or is it that day?
The rum, the Dark Myers rum didn't want the waiting.
I can imagine.
The waiting period was at drinks and before we get to this hotel, back to the room, back to the suite. That was the waiting period. That Dark Myers rum wasn't.
So did you talk after that night? Like, did you see?
I didn't have another conversation with him.
Wow. Were you eating coochie that night too?
No.
I'm about to say you a nasty something.
No. Oh, look at that. Hey, do not ask Gentle Giant no questions.
Eat random coochie too? God, dog.
Do not ask Gentle Giant no questions tonight. Because he coming in tonight.
Wait, who?
Oh, Gentle Giant. That we will.
Oh, Gentle Giant, hey. Welcome.
He coming in hot tonight. What up, Slash? I see you. But
wow.
That's interesting. Yeah, actually, I think Gentle Giant was on that trip.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow,
then tell us
then, how
more,
you
Gentle
doing?
Giant. I want to hear.
We want to hear about this trip to Jamaica, Gentle Giant, where Mr.
Gentle
Epic
Giant was
was
always
yes.
in bed before 8:30 or so. So
What you trying to say? What you trying to say about the Gentle Giant?
he's a Gentle Giant.
And he go to bed before 8:30. Don't let him punk you out like that, Alvin.
I was just joking out. Just do not be enticed by the cookies and cheesecake or whatever that is she talking about.
Be enticed. Be very enticed.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Wow. So okay. I mean, I'll put it up there. I have not had any of those type of situations. I don't know if you have, Keith, or if you're willing to share that, but I just no, I haven't. Yeah.
Those were some of the best days, though.
Those were some of the, like, I'm really feeling like, am I missing out on life? Am I not like living life or something?
I mean, if you haven't done one of those at this point, at this stage in life, just leave it alone.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. Do you really want to go back and get that?
I mean, I'm just too protective of my stuff to even do. Like, I always feel like my stuff is.
That's my point.
Yeah. You know, so I just like, but am I missing out on something? Like,
I tell you what, just go ahead and live your life precariously through my actual writings. So,
we shall. We shall.
I mean, we too old to hoe now, Kisa. The hoeing days was up. We missed that thing.
Wink, 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 wink. Yeah, so I mean, as far as the cruise thing, I don't see anything wrong with Kisa's scenario. Mm-hmm. I mean, if she's out by herself with her girlfriends and the gentleman he's there, by himself, I don't see anything wrong with that. Get it on. Mm-hmm. Everybody's grown.
2 consenting adults.
There you go. There you go. Absolutely.
Maybe more if you're into that kind of thing.
No. Okay, so with that being said, so we know you have no time limit. Like, I don't know if there's an actual time limit. I think for me, I think there just has to get to a point where it feels safe and natural. For me, I don't know what that time limit is. I can definitely tell you it ain't the same. It ain't after a couple of rums. It ain't the same day. I can tell you that.
No, what are you talking about? The cruise, or are you talking about?
I'm talking about just in general, beyond the cruise.
Oh, yes, yeah. I can agree with that at this age. Yeah. I mean, you got to feel things out and what have you. But I'll be honest with you. I mean, if the chemistry is there and the stars are lined up and the moon's right and everything else, we're gonna get it on and popping. The chemistry is gonna draw you to that person. The chemistry is gonna draw you to one another. I don't care. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Shan.
No.
Go ahead, Shan.
I was gonna say, so you bring up a good point, though. Checks, no medical. You don't know, like, you don't even know this person's name.
I mean, if the chemistry's right, you've been.
What kind of real chemistry you got? You don't even know their name.
Wait, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking? I'm talking about someone that you've established communication with.
You just out there just with any random, like.
You're missing my point. I'm talking about that happens.
You're missing the point where you just freely giving up stuff to people, and you don't even know these people like that.
What are you talking about?
You don't even know somebody's name. That's a problem.
Wait a minute. Well, are we in the present or the past?
I'm just saying that even in my past, in my 20s and all, no.
That's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, to your point, like, I'm all for it, right? But I do live vicariously through others. When most of my Southern raised friends, like, we're all dead. The ancestors would just rise up and kill us. Like, yeah, no. So I'm always living through others. So it's like I let them have that. No judgment though, none at all.
Exactly. I mean, for me, let me clear this up because Shannon's always taking my words and running with them. She always judging me. But in my past, I mean, I've had a serious past like that. So it was what it was. I made it out safe. I was good. But I mean, that's what it was. That's who I was. But would I do it now? No. I mean, I'm older, I'm wiser.
Well, I be thinking it'd be harder when you old now trying to do that stuff.
Say that again.
I'll be thinking it'd be harder now when you old trying to do that stuff.
Actually, it's still kind of easy. I just tend to say no.
Oh, excuse us.
It's easier once when you aging gracefully and you aging with experience and all. It's been easier, to be honest with you.
Really?
Because you're dealing with adult.
That's what I'm wondering.
Because you're dealing with adult women who know exactly what they want when they want it. They're more an adult woman. She's more upfront what her needs. We're not dealing in the early 20s anymore. We're talking about seasoned women. We're talking about seasoned women who say exactly what they want. So it becomes. Yes. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying, Keisha, what say you?
I mean, yeah, I hear you, but no, I just, as a woman at this stage of my life, while I may want to be vulnerable and share, I don't always find that of the opposite sex.
Okay, so let's
when you say, women, they say what they want, they say what they need, and so like if I say, hey, let's do what we're gonna do, and the guy's looking at me like, I'm not ready for all that. I'm like, I didn't ask to marry you. I just said, hey, come over to my house at 10 p.m. is what I said.
So wait, hold on a second. So are you agreeing with me?
I do agree with you. The only thing that I don't agree with is just the point at which folks are as vulnerable as they need to be in that circumstance. So
exactly. I guess my point was it's easier these days. Like I've told now in my 50s, I'm 51. I've actually turned women down. My age, like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm straight. I mean, they straight to the point. They straight to the point. Hey, we don't have time. We don't have much time.
We don't have much time.
We don't have much time. So what's up? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. At 51, you're on top of the hill going down. Hey,
really? That's how we gotta look at it.
Let's eat this dinner and let's get to it.
Let's see. I'm gonna ride these 50s out. I don't know what
exactly.
You're talking about.
So my point is, it's so much easier with seasoned dating that with adulting. Well, they like to put everything on the table. They say exactly what it is. Like I said, I've turned so much down now in my 50s. Romello wouldn't turn it down, but I turned it down, The president turned it down. The farmer wouldn't have, but the president has. I turned it completely down. Hey, hey, lady, I'm in a committed relationship. Leave me alone.
Well, I'd be interested to hear about from our audience members, the General Giant and Mr. Marine there. Have you guys? What are your thoughts on how soon is too soon, or are you just,
or are you even turned off by too soon?
Or turned off by it? Yes. Yeah, that would be interesting to know.
So yeah, that would be interesting to see what's too soon to them as far as a gentleman.
Yeah.
To me, I was taken back by some of those women. Those women, that was a song. That was a song called "It Goes Down in the DM." And when my daughter introduced me to that song, that became one of my favorite songs. She was like, "Dad, what do you know about that?" I said, Kenny was like, "Oh my God, Dad, don't." I say it goes down in the DM. It goes down in the DM.
Wow.
So, yeah, older women tend to be more vocal
I
of what they
think
want.
I've gotten that in my DMs. Now I've gotten a lot, and I think Kisa, you probably it may have been. I know I posted about it at some point in time. It was a while back, but I used to get a lot of DMs for people for men wanting to be your sugar daddy.
Hey, Mark says boat trip stays on the boat.
Rock the boat. Okay, it was
That's right, Mark.
Absolutely. Yeah. The Love Boat. Oh, yep. They was getting it on the Love Boat. I was actually just watching that series over the weekend.
Let me tell you something. Ain't no captain I know of ever slept with anybody on the boat.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now he was just doing it as he was doing it as who knows.
Captain Meryl Stewart was getting it in.
And so was that doctor. You remember the doctor? He was getting it in too.
Actually, the doctor was really getting it in. He was definitely getting it in. Definitely getting it in.
Yes, I think Gopher might have been the only one who wasn't always, getting it, but yeah, definitely the captain and the doctor.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
stuff.
Isaac didn't get too many opportunities either.
So, Shan, you're saying it will be a no for you as far as first dates?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Now,
yeah,
there could be an if. If this is like a Janet Jackson moment where it's a chic or something and he wants to, I don't even care if I'm the fifth or sixth wife. I don't care. That's fine.
That's quite interesting.
As long as, I could do that. Yeah.
Okay, that's
quite interesting. Stay in Dubai or,
So if I come with a bag of money and two other women, we good.
Well, not you, but the sheik.
Yeah, so get this.
With the oil fields and the country he owned and all that stuff.
A 2015 study revealed that women wait 3 weeks and until the 5th date before sleeping with a new man.
Whoa, wait. Say that again.
I do believe that.
Would you please one more time? Bring that back.
So a 2015 study has revealed that women wait 3 weeks and until the 5th date before sleeping with a new man.
2015, I could believe that. I think it's sooner now.
I think so. I think it's very relevant to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I much sooner now, I believe.
Yeah.
Because women tend. You women are something else. You can sleep with that man tomorrow, and next week is on the popping with the next man. Serial dating.
Anyway, but I will say the one thing. Go ahead.
The flip is according to Men's Health, right? That the 3-date rule is basically the Goldilocks approach to dating. It's figuring out the time to have sex that's just right. So it's kind of like that, 3 little bears, the Goldilocks approach. Okay?
Right.
I will say what I have learned is true is that I can't remember where I read. It was an article that I read, but that women know within the first 30 seconds whether or not they will sleep with a man. That is very true.
Oh, that's true?
Oh, yes, that's very true. As soon as I meet somebody, I'm thinking, would I sleep with? Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
That's very true. So yeah, we know right away whether or not we would sleep with you. It's the whether we would or not it's the when that falls back into the question.
Right.
You know off the bat whether you would or not.
Newsflash: a seasoned man who knows himself knows that you're gonna give it up.
Okay. Okay. First of all, I already know about the golden showers, but what's the brown? What the fuck?
Wait.
Wait.
What happened?
He says some of those $40 baddies go to Dubai and receive gold showers and brown snow. Be careful what you ask for. Also, Ethiopia is the Mid-East playground. What is brown snow?
No.
I know you're not told. I know you're not saying. I know you're not.
I need you to tell me. Please tell me.
Listen, Urban Dictionary, please. Urban Dictionary.
Oh my God.
He's talking exactly what you're saying. That's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, no.
I just threw up a little bit.
He said matching drones. It's fun.
Yeah. So, but but back to the other point. Yeah, we know pretty much within the first 30 seconds whether or not we would even sleep with you.
Yeah, and a man who's in tune with himself know that you're gonna give it up.
Really?
I don't think just because a man's not in tune with himself. I think I
No, because a man can be so focused on the sex that he miss it.
True. That I believe.
So when a man is truly in tune with himself, he know he's gonna get it, and he's planning way ahead.
Oh, so in your experience, did you always know when the opportunities when you would or wouldn't?
Honestly, I would have to say yes.
How so? Like what are
because it depends on how the conversation's flowing, how the communication's flowing.
Okay.
Like communication is key in anything. Communication is key. A woman's gonna tell you something without even saying it to you. You just have to be listening. You have to know where to listen at.
Mark, what's the match and draws theory? What do you mean? If we're wearing matching panties and draws, it wasn't him that decided to have sex, it was us. Is that what you mean?
That's funny.
If that's the case, I'm one of those chicks that I just wear matching panties and drawers for myself. It don't matter.
TMI.
But that's right.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, he put it out there. I'm just answering his question. Okay. Quick pick. Number one shot hitter. Quick. What does that mean?
And guess how that starts off? The first date is at their home or apartment.
Oh hell no! Yeah, I don't do that.
Pretty much.
That I don't do. I think because I'm so scary about stuff. Like I remember, like anytime I get in my car, even when I'm in the garage and I get in my car, I lock the doors before I even open the garage door to drive out. Like I'm constantly trying to be aware of my surroundings. And I remember somebody asking me once because I'm just as soon as like you get out the car, the doors are locked again. Like all of that. It's like, is somebody after you? And I'm like, no, I'm just like always like that. I don't know what it is. So I'm not about to go to a potential Jeffrey Dahmer apartment for a first date. You chop me up my brain. Hell no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. But in most cases, man, like I said, when you have something quality. And I know when it's a jump off.
Mm-hmm.
So adults want to know this.
Let me hear what are the jump off signals?
Ooh, yes, good.
Little to no communication. It goes straight into sex talk.
Mm-hmm.
That's a jump off.
Yeah. Yep.
We know that one. What else?
That's a complete jump off. And anything other than conversation that stimulates you other than anything else. If the conversation not stimulating anything else, that's a jump off. Like as far as for me, let's talk. When I think of stimulating conversation, I want to know a lot about you. If it's a jump off, I want to know less about you. I'm not trying to get a connection. I'm trying to be in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm not asking you questions about your personal life, where you've been, who you are, your likes, your dislikes. I'm not interested in any of that.
Right.
So if a man is not talking to you like that, it's going to be a quick jump off. He's thinking sex. Hoping he can get you drunk and get you done.
Has a jump off ever said, "I don't do relationships"?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
You should start using that. What?
I don't do relationships.
So you would tell the man that's what you're saying?
No, yeah, just messing around. But if I wasn't interested in him, I might say that.
That you don't do relationships. Okay.
Yeah, I might say that.
Now I would say now, I don't know, but have you ever had like where you knew there was a guy and all you really wanted from him was sex, and he made
on this side of life, that would be a red flag for me.
What?
If a woman say that and what you were getting ready to start to say, that would be a red flag for me. I would
a red flag of what? A red flag of what?
I would back off. I don't do relationships.
Why would you back off?
You're pushing up on 50. You don't do relationships with me.
I'm not talking. Let's
Because-
not even say let's not talk about the age. Let's just say you're somebody in your 30s.
In general.
Either way. Like, and I'll just say this: the urge or the desire to have sex doesn't die at 50. So
no, it don't. But I
just
still.
because somebody chooses to maybe they don't want a relationship. Maybe they
It
had
depends.
a horrible
It depends on
30-year
mindset.
marriage, and now they just want to go out there and enjoy the rest of their lives, you know, doing whatever the stuff they may have missed back in the day, right?
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the mindset. And I'd be like, enjoy your life before you die. I'm good. It depends on your mindset and where you at. Because I'm not about to risk take. You know, I'm not to take no chances with you and you doing that. Nah, it's crazy.
What's the chances you're taking?
I'll allow you to play Russian roulette by yourself.
What do you mean Russian roulette?
Not at this age and not at this stage in life. It depends on where the person is in life.
But what do you mean by Russian roulette? Like,
if you're not into relationships, oh, let me get this jump, oh, let me get this nut.
Oh, but it was okay when you were in your 20s and 30s.
I was into Russian roulette. I was putting a gun to my own head.
Okay. Don't judge.
Yeah,
don't bring ageism into it. Don't be discriminating against.
Wait a minute. Wait. If we're going to bring age into it, right, then never forget that we mature faster than men. And so now we've established our careers, we've raised our kids. We want to have some fun. So maybe we've regressed a little bit, and that's how we're feeling.
And think that the thing I would say, hey, grab this dildo and move it along.
No, but there's a difference. Physical touch is important. It's necessary for human life.
And it's good. It's
you know
good.
What, Lisa? With that thought in mind, that's why I think you have a lot of, besides other reasons, the whole cougar relationships, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because at that point,
which goes nowhere. Which goes nowhere.
That's not always true. There's a bunch of older women and younger men who are happily together.
Okay. And they're successful
for sex.
Right.
For all the wrong reasons for sex. For all the wrong reasons.
It's not always about sex.
Okay.
It's not always about sex.
I totally disagree with let's have sex and that's all. At this age, I'm good.
Yeah, but what about the guy who?
Because it's meaningless. It's no relationship. That is meaningless. Like, what's the goal? What's the end goal?
Yeah, but what about? I have a couple of male friends who have actually been married at least twice, and they're like they don't want to do it again. So I'm like, well, what are you really doing? Like you're just out here when you're gonna be like 60, like by yourself. Like what's happening? Because we all know, right? There's truth to men do not fare well as they age alone.
Right. That's
so. Like to your point, what's the point? I know a lot of. I know at least 4 men who have been married twice, and their big thing now is like, oh no. So like, why are you engaging in companionship, but you just want a partnership? Like a woman at 50, she probably is looking forward to your point, right? I'm going down the hill. I'm on the other side of the hump. Like I would like to spend those years with someone. So 50-year-old women, that's what they're looking for. But 50-year-old men, not necessarily, not all of them, and some of them.
Let's twist this around. I'm glad you guys got that point in standing on that. Let's twist this around. Okay. Let's just say me at this age still had that same mindset as Romello.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tearing all of y'all up. I'm tearing every last one of y'all up. Would any one of you date me knowing that I'm tearing every last one of your friends up and you know it?
If I was in that mindset and that was all I wanted, then
that's my point exactly. So what's the difference of
if I know it? Yeah, but if I know it, right, that's one thing. But if I don't know, Romello is out there on the hunt like that. And because Romello is consistent, he comes to my house every Friday night. I, fry him up some chicken and make him a lemon meringue pie.
Bonafide player. Let me tell you something. I'm going to share a story here. My father was well into his 60s and catered to every woman that was in his life. Catered to every woman that was in his life. His wife, his ex-wife, his girlfriend.
Oh,
We used to call it checking traps.
checking traps.
He's
That
stopping by
makes
checking
sense.
his traps.
Yeah.
He's stopping by checking his trap, having coffee with one, having dinner at the house with the wife, having lunch, well into his 60s. Real talk.
Checking traps.
Checking his traps.
So hold on, we're missing a couple of comments that Mark had here. So he said women can hit and quit it too. Match and draws theory, very true. Normally it's the chicks sitting or hanging around the bar. He said women can hit and quit it too. Have a brother with sheet pulled up, leaving 200 on the nightstand.
That's true. Slash, that's true. That's true. Slash. Slash, that is true. That's true. Slash.
Sunshine.
Right, girl. Old players ain't up in the club no more. It goes down in the DM with them $40 baddies. Cougars so simple.
We can always depend on Mark to bring it home. Good stuff, Slash. Good stuff.
Pimpin'. Big Will. Hashtag Big Will.
Who said that?
That's what your boy said.
That's absolutely. He's absolutely. Well, you know who Big Will is, Shannon.
Your dad, right?
That's him.
That's who you referred to him in the book, right? Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. Big Will was a bona fide player, well into his 60s, and he's done it well. And we're talking about with seasoned women. Wow. I'm just saying.
I don't know, Keisha, do you want to settle down now?
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because Will has a friend in Atlanta who lives part-time in St. Louis and part-time in Florida. So yeah, I know.
Who's Will?
Big Will has a friend in Atlanta, a partner.
Wait. You know who Big Will is, right?
No, but the way you all telling the story, I picked it up. I understand. My dad is the same, and like I didn't want to say that, but he's on godly. I hope he never finds this, but he's on wife number 4.
She said, "God, I hope he never finds
it." I love it. But I mean, that's what honestly, that's what my brothers and I got that swag from Big Will. Big Will was something else, and everyone knew about him. He was very charismatic. He was very gentlemanly. He was a gentleman to the core. Treated everyone nice.
Checking traps.
What? Checking traps? Checking traps.
So,
no, but go ahead.
Let me say about the Atlanta Traps. The Atlanta Traps all lived in a 15-minute vicinity of each other. It was like a straight. I was like, what?
That's how they get down. Drive slow checking them traps. They not speed. They driving slow going to check them traps.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. It was known in my family. There's a gentleman, I won't say his last name, but we used to call him Uncle Sidney. He was well into his 80s with a whole girlfriend. He would see her every Sunday after church.
Wow.
Matter of fact, my Uncle Sidney, never mind.
No, come on. You don't start.
I can't say that part. I can't say that part.
Yeah.
Because it would give away a whole bunch of stuff. I can't say that.
We will protect the innocent.
Yeah. I can't say that part. But his daughter came to see me a few weeks ago, like early part of August. His daughter came to see me. I hadn't seen her in a while. But
we need to hear about this story. But maybe
he was well into his 80s with a girlfriend. Drank 1 can of Schlitz beer every Sunday. 1 can, a 12-ounce can.
He went to go check his trap.
He go check his trap after church.
So was Romello a trap checker?
Say again.
Was Romello a trap checker?
A double trap checker.
But guess what though, Shannon? When we check traps, we crazy driving by my house like that.
Right.
Men don't do that. Men don't do that. We stop in for 5-10 minutes. How you doing?
Oh yeah,
Fix me a
drive
sandwich.
by and it's like it's a problem.
Fix me a
Oh,
sandwich. Can I get a
like they
sandwich
used
to go?
to.
Can I get a sandwich to go?
What'd you say, baby? I sure like the way you make that.
Mhm.
Oh, can I get some coffee? Do you have some Starbucks inside?
Hell no, I ain't got no damn coffee. Get out of here. Now I ain't got no coffee.
That's how you check a trap.
Go
Like
check the tap 15 minutes from here. Go on down there and check it.
15 minutes, buy, have a conversation, chat, leave a little money on the table,
Now,
and keep it
you ever
moving.
had to check some traps?
And keep it moving.
Keisha,
What'd you say?
Keisha, you ever check some traps?
Wait. Mark is on the road tonight.
What is say? These season players weren't doctors, but they cracked
Yeah.
cool. Hey, you Mark, you need to add one more dollar into that.
Exactly.
All I think about is Country Wayne and Buddy. You see the videos?
I see that. Yeah, exactly. My dad was a buddy. My dad was a whole buddy out here. Yeah, that's true, man.
Keisha, you didn't answer the question.
Let's
hold on. Were you ever checking traps?
No, because so I'm afforded an opportunity because of my past career. So at one point in my life, I had an international trap and I had a domestic trap. So they never connected.
Ooh.
Yes.
I like that. I like that international part.
That part, or either bi-coastal.
There's no chance in anybody running into anybody or talking about nothing. Y'all ain't gonna
let me ask you a question. So I'm glad you said that. So what was wrong with Romello having international traps and running around? I mean, I got beat with belts up with the naked back for saying that.
It wasn't about the person being international. It was just the point that you just didn't even notice. You don't even know the person.
Romello those were not checking traps.
Yes, women can check traps.
What'd you say, Keisha?
Catching fish.
With that said, let's take a quick break. We have
catching fish.
Yes, and Mark,
we're gonna take a quick break. We have
that.
Yeah, we have a guy who actually by the name of Don Marcel with the new project out, and I did promise him that I'd run his ad tonight. So he's out doing business with us. So we're gonna run his ad real quick. We'll be right back, and we'll talk to Keisha because Keisha's talking about international traps. We'll be right back after these break, folks. International traps. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Conversations with Trent. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're online and want to be a part of tonight's topic, you can do that by dialing 347-324-5327. Press the number 1 to get into the queue so that your voice can be added to tonight's conversation. Now, let's get back to the show.
All right, let's get back to these traps.
Hold up, I want to know why Mark said women can't check traps. Why can't we? Or go fishing?
Yeah, I want to know, why can't we check traps? What's up with that?
And what a gentleman does in his leisure is the reason why his reputation preceded him. What does that mean, Mark? Yeah. But yes, let's talk about the fishing thing, Keith.
Yeah, let's talk about international traps. What would you like to know?
I think you were, I think there's a difference. With women, we keep them as far away as possible, right? Separated. So there's never a cheat, right? Whereas just like you mentioned, y'all can be like 15 minutes away. We can all be 15 minutes away. I'm 15, you 15, the next one 15 minutes. Like that means we running in the same city circle. We could just run into each other. Good evening, Miss LeBlanc. Did you see her comment on Mr. Williams?
It's her.
Yeah, it looked like she got okay. Ursula, promise me that you're not having a drink tonight. So
but I think that's the whole reason, and I'm just gonna say this, and this is just off topic when we talk about men cheating and women cheating, how men always get caught and women don't. Because you got somebody 15, you got somebody living 2 houses up the street that you sleeping with too. Right?
Right.
Or the cell phone bill is in my name, the bill comes to me, I see the numbers, and I'm like, that kind of stuff. Y'all just be stupid with it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
Well, yeah.
Hey, Iris, I'm sending that link over to you. Wait, what you say?
Traps is kind of gender specific. How so?
I know who's saying that. I know that's Mark saying that.
Yes, but how so? But yeah, but that's why the women always find out about the other woman, because you guys don't really clean it up right or keep it tight. Whereas Miss Kisa says we in a whole nother country. You ain't never gonna see Eduardo.
Why you got to be Spanish?
I'm just saying, maybe because she speaks Spanish, she might want a Latin lover. I don't know.
Absolutamente.
See? Latin. Look.
Send that link to you.
Look, you get to talk in that Spanish up in my. Yeah. Flashback. Sorry. I'm back.
Then that turns into GTD.
Ain't that something? Interesting.
Real quick. National biracial babies up in here.
Now I have to ask a question. So you see how you guys high-fiving that? Y'all doing virtual high fives on that? When a man does that, why he has to be torn down?
Nobody tore you down.
Yeah.
I didn't say Eduardo was
blasphemy. Mark, can you pull up the script from 3 shows ago where she's calling me a whore every 5 minutes?
First of all, let's pause for one moment. Let's pause for the cause here. I didn't really have to call you a hoe. You wrote about your life under the name of Romello. You put it out there for the public to see. You sold the life of Romello. You put the hold'em out there.
Very well.
So that marketing plan has always been there. It ain't that I just made this up and it came out my bum. It was there. You put it out there, sir. You are the author. You are Mr. Epic. You have paraded around on this platform with all the women that you were meeting at all these events and bedding them down after one Jamaican Maya rum, whatever the hell y'all was drinking.
Dark Maya's rum. Dark Maya's rum.
You get Dark Maya rum.
Whatever.
Wagwama. You know you like that rum, and that made your daughter freaky stuff after you.
Don't talk about.
Okay? Yeah, I got you. let's just
but
say
I could also enjoy
I
some
didn't have to
Duco.
call you the hoe. You called yourself a hoe writing about it in the book.
Okay.
You don't see me writing no book about none of that stuff.
And with that said, Chapter the Delta.
Damn sense.
And with that said, Chapter the Delta is available at Walmart, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, all bookstores across the country, over the pond, anywhere. As Chapter the Delta by Arthur Trent Williams. Shameless plug.
Just a shameless plug there, right?
Shameless plug.
So Mark said a
There's
woman can have
never a such thing as a shameless plug. No way. Yeah.
Thank you, Keisha. Thank you.
Great. Mark,
Mark
I used to work in revenue management.
Let's bring
we could get to Mark's because we asked him about the gender specific, and he said that women can have side pieces, but it's different. And a young hot hoe.
Did he act?
Are you calling Mr. Epic a young hot hoe? I don't know. Is that what he's referring to as?
Probably so. Because Mark was back there in those days where he saw Mr. Epic in his rare form.
Mark, was you hoeing too? Inquire when minds want to know.
Mark was a quiet hoe though. He was a hoe, but he was a quiet hoe. He was extremely quiet.
Where's the gentle giant at? We need the gentle giant to come in here.
Mark was very quiet. He was very quiet with his. So Mark was the type of guy back in the day. They'd be surprised. Oh no, not Mark. Not DJ Too Cool. Not Too Cool. I know he didn't do that. So Romello, yes, he would have done something like, but not Too Cool. Yeah, they didn't know. They didn't know.
You was the quiet. You was a hoe, but you was a quiet hoe, huh?
Absolutely. But Mark did his, but he was very quiet with it.
What you mean that's what I shouted? What are you talking?
Thank you for having my back, brother.
Bring Sister Earth on board.
Let's bring Ursula. What's going on, Urs?
Hey,
Good evening. Hey, welcome back.
Hey, Shan. What's up? Hey. Hi, Keisha. Hi. Where's Nick?
Nick said duty was calling him with work. So I think he was a little scared on this topic tonight. Ask me. But, did I say that?
Shan, I heard on one of the shows that Nick said he this show, it caught my attention, and I can't wait to give him mad props in person, because he said he would be having relations with women, and he was only using like experiences he had. He did it like from porn, like watching porn. That's how he learned how to have sex. And so
right. I remember that show.
He said he went so many years without it.
Yes.
And so this would be a sensitive topic because you got to know your triggers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think for the record, like when folks come on talking about porno and stuff like that, for the record, that's not a proper way to learn sex. Have sex from watching porn. That's not the proper way. Not to interrupt you, I'm sorry. I shared Nick's story so many times, Trent, because I was like, that is, and I can't wait to share it some more, because that is just remarkable. I hate that this computer does this. That's remarkable that that he had that story. But anywho, I wanted to jump into this topic right quick and talk about how we run out of onions while we cooking. And it's like a Sunday evening. Shan. I might run out to the store and get an onion with my little skirt on. Might get an onion right quick. Go back on inside. Zoo tired. He ain't getting it down like he used to. He going check traps. So while you checking traps, just make sure nobody ain't checking your trap. Because one thing I know, that you can't keep everybody happy at the same level, and some people require a lot of happiness. So just gonna say that. That's the first
very
thing.
True. That is very true.
You see what I'm saying?
That's partially true. That's partially true. Because I know some folks who were successful at doing that for years, and we're talking about 30 plus years. Everybody was happy and content. Because
I think they were just trained.
that's because what they
to be that
accepted.
way.
That's because when
Yeah,
that's what
they
they
accepted.
my whole
and they were
point is
trained
that's what
to
they
be-
accepted. They accepted that.
Yeah.
They were receptive to that.
I wanted to point out that I love how Keisa, that's what it is. Your name is
Yeah,
Keisa, right? Keisa, Dr. Keisa. I like how Dr. Keisa went and she read real quick and said, hey, this is what the stats show. However, I want to point out, and I didn't hear y'all say it, but I'm going to say it for everybody. When y'all drive start coming down, Mr. Williams, about 50, that's when we just get charged up real good. You hear? So you got to keep it coming. Because you know what I'm saying?
Hold on a second. You were breaking up. I need you to repeat that so I can actually check the entire panel.
Oh, I know you heard me.
I want you to repeat it so I can check the entire panel. Come on.
So what I said was a lot of times men in their maybe late 20s, 30s, and even into their 40s is just knocking balls down. They like a bowling ball, knocking all the pins down. And that's cool. We chilling because we like Miss Keisa said, oh, I never was like that in my 20s. I was more reserved and, but by the time we like 38 to like 43 is fucking. Now I'm just gonna say that. That's all I'm gonna say. We ain't taking no prisoners. And you heard us kind of went into it a little bit, but I was like, let's dial it back a little bit Sunday when
dial it back until y'all take no. I could agree with that. Y'all take no prisoners until you run into a man who hasn't felt it about anything, who's actually a numb man. Yeah, y'all run into until y'all run into that man who's numb about everything.
Let me tell you. So let's unpack that. Let's look at how that is.
Let's. Should I actually get your notepad so we can finish this off?
No, you did. Don't do that to our guests. Nobody do to our guests.
It's fine. Miss Shann, it's fine. It's fine.
Rude. Don't do that.
Go ahead. I'm just joking. Go ahead.
I know you got a notepad there, so go ahead and take notes. So actually, when it comes down to us around 42, 43, it's not that we kind of get emotionless, but sometimes we're going through a couple of heartbreaks or and it just depends. If you with somebody and you love that person, well, you take it a little bit easy. But the moment they, fall off, then it's kind of like you're not that emotionally intuitive to or emotionally cognizant in a sense until you meet somebody that is, and they do have men out there that is, because they've done it all, so now they're ready to settle down. I heard y'all say earlier that sometimes men, well, around when they're 60, whatever, they sort of want to have somebody by their side. They don't grow old, good, lonely by themselves or whatever. It kind of look a little different for women. And it's also, we kind of at the age of 60, we kind of are comfortable knowing that you're not going to stay here because we didn't cook all the meals we really want to cook. Some of us are working women. We've raised our children. We want to travel. And so you may not want to travel. So it's okay if we have once a woman like either divorce or bury her husband. And I'm not saying this is the case for everybody. It's on a case by case, situation or whatever. But sometimes women just be like, I don't want all of the responsibilities. I have a couple of older friends that's like 60 plus. I don't really, Shannon, Keith, I don't know but I don't really talk to a lot of younger women my age. I have a few, but I get a lot of knowledge from older ladies, my aunts and older friends. Mm-hmm. They don't want they've raised their children. Mm-hmm. They've either buried their husbands or their husbands have checked too many traps. And they said, I want to be a trap checker. Do what you enjoy. And so they've decided that, they rather have, somebody come by and visit, but don't stay there. So they can get someone that they wanna and send them on their way, and they can be out to the airport to fly out to hang out with the kids for the weekend in Georgia, Houston or whatever. And they just not that committed. So what I'm saying is everybody isn't that committed. If a man asks and everything lines up, a woman would be like, sure, I'll get into this. But a lot of times, some of these men have left their woman, if they passed away, they left their woman well off. And so she's like, why am I going to give that up to start chopping onions and everything again and trying to get into? I've done that. I've did the whole song and dance, raise kids, you know.
Right.
So that's a lot of women that's in their 60s that's really doing that. I'm serious. And I have one of my friends, I don't want to say her name, but she is serial dating. I'm like, girl, are you full yet? Like, no, nigga, I'm just sorry about the word.
So let's get back to to cap it off as far as the adult dating. And when the topic was presented, I looked at adult dating, as I said in the previous podcast. I was looking at it a little different. Now, the original description for adult dating is reckless, pretty much reckless, like Ursula's actually speaking of. That's my point. That proves the entire point about this topic. Where's the responsibility come into it? Where's the slowdown come in? Where's the settle down come in? Okay, yeah, we know Mr. Hump around checking traps and all this good stuff and made the woman, say fuck it and let's just move on and all that stuff. But when does it stop? When does that type of behavior stop? We did that early on in life. So when does it stop and when do we start communicating? When we communicate and get down to real adult dating and say, hey, you know what? That was reckless of me. I'm ready to settle. I'm ready to cool out. And that's called communication. We can't be out here Portuguese and the woman speaking English because nobody's.
I'm sorry. She is so cute. Y'all are some beautiful ladies.
I love it when she speaks Spanish. Go speak
That's Portuguese. Excuse me.
Exactly.
But I will say this. One of the things I've learned, and I've got some friends who are professional counselors and therapists, and it's like there are certain things that we're supposed to learn and get at certain points and stages in our lives, right? And that if we don't, at some point we go back and we get them. Ursula sounds like empty net. Mark, log off. Don't log off. Stay on there. Just don't mute your keyboard. But I will say for me, and just my experience, I settled down very young, right? I probably my ex-husband, I think maybe I was 24, 25 when we got together. And so we really were kids growing up together, getting married,
right.
And we just grew up together. And then kind of just when we really started learning ourselves, we're like, okay, no, this is not necessarily what I want. Did you ladies
understand what I was saying?
But hold on. So the point I'm getting to is that maybe it wasn't right, but those things that maybe I would have missed as somebody in my 20s, when your parents tell you go live your life, do what you want to do, and you have plenty of time to settle down and all that stuff. I got to a point when I got more mature and a little older that it was like, oh no, I don't want to settle down. I'm having fun out here. I'm doing what I want to do and I'm enjoying my life. Now, was it always the right thing and the best decision? No. But those things that I've realized for me, that things that I've missed earlier on where I could afford to maybe be a little reckless, I didn't take advantage of, so to speak, during that point in time in my life. And so I kind of did a little bit later on. And even now I'm kind of like, I enjoy my life, whether I'm single or not. I have some female friends who are like, they've never been married. They're really pressed to get married. They are on a time clock. I'm not on a time clock, right? Not that I'm trying to be out here in the streets. I'm definitely not in the streets, but I'm not. It's not like my clock is ticking and I'm afraid or scared that I'm going to end up alone. But also to your point with the older women that you kind of get knowledge from, I'm okay if for some reason that were to happen. Now, do I believe that's going to happen? No, I don't believe that I won't remarry at some point. But I'm okay right now because relationships are a lot of responsibility, right? And a lot of is expected in a relationship. And it all depends on where you are. I look back for almost 20 years of my life, I catered to somebody else. And it's not just that person. It's also you're catering to your kids because you got to take care of your kids. So it's kind of like, all right, now I'm starting to get to a point where where's my time? Where do I get to be catered to? And I get to enjoy all of this.
And that comes with you could actually have that. That comes with communication, openness, and nakedness with people, and having the conversation, having a complete understanding of where you're coming from, or where the individuals are coming from.
Right.
Everyone could get what they want if they have an open and naked conversation. It has to be open and naked, and that's what I'm trying to get here. That's what I'm trying to get.
I do agree, Miss Lisa. What you gonna say? I want to hear what she's saying.
So I was thinking. I mean, we talk about open and naked, but I think my concern is still that, even to your point, Trent, late 40s to 50s, I still run into people who are not ready to be open and naked, and I'm just kind of like, what do you have to lose at this point? Like,
but that's the thing. So my thing is this. My whole point, and I appreciate you agreeing to some of the point, but my whole point is this. That's why you place everything on the table and give me the opportunity to decide. If you're not there with me, I will completely walk away.
Yeah. And it's okay.
And I'll be totally fine with walking away. In my case, willing away. I will will off in a minute. with no problem. With no problem. And that's because I'm okay with me. That's the reason why I built this platform years ago, because I was okay with me. I'm okay with the decisions that I make for myself. So if I communicate with you, Ursula, and say, hey, this is where I'm at, what you want to do? And you say, hey, Trent, I'm not there. I'm not. Okay, cool. Would have been nice. Time to go. Time to move on. That's it. That's called adult dating. That's called being an adult. Be okay with it. Now, I'm not upset with you, Shan. It didn't work out. I'm not upset with you. Go out and have a nice life. I encourage that. Hey, Keith, so this is not gonna work out. You like checking traps. I'm good. Check a trap for me. You see what I'm saying? You have to be okay with walking away. You have to be okay with it. That's when you know you're standing on your truth. When you're okay with walking away with it. You're standing on your truth.
Everybody's not comfortable standing on their.
Yeah, that's just the problem. Everybody's
to Keisha's point. That's the problem. That's why we have the Conversation with Trent Shann show, because adults are not being adults. That's why folks like Ursula, everybody else is attracted to this platform, because they know adults are not being adults. They know somebody that don't know what they're doing. Go ahead, Ursula.
I will say, now, and I will come from a personal point of view. Okay, so I'm exhausted. I've been single now for quite a few years, 11 years. Yes, I've been single, like totally single. Okay, serious. Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
We'll maybe run the tapes on you, because you said you're in a 7-year relationship, and I know
that relationship is longer.
So how you been single and you've been in a relationship for 7 years, Urs?
I'm talking about not married.
Oh, gotcha.
And I want to.
I'm learning stuff in my older years that women don't believe that they're in a relationship unless they're married.
I think he got pissed off. I think he got offended because I said, I want to be married. Like, I think he got.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. He really did. And it's so much I want to say, but we'll talk offline.
Yeah.
But he was upset that I said I want to be married, and he also was upset because he did present me with a ring. He was like, I really do love you, and I'm like, I really do love you also, but like, I want to be like in a situation.
Let Shannon and Keisha weigh in on that, because that's quite. I want to hear what they have to say about
what, as far as what,
about him getting offended about her saying that she want to be married.
That you want to be. You said you wanted to be married, and he got offended.
He got offended when I said I want to be married.
He was never meant for you. He was never meant for you. That your words would frighten him and push him away. Like, and what kind of, excuse me, effing comment is that to make? Really? Yeah, no. You know what? You were saved. That's what you were.
That
that's mind blowing.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I am speechless that a man. I'm speechless.
He gonna see this one. I can't wait till he see this one. The last one, I'm not gonna send him.
I'm speechless that a man at that age would get offended when a woman says she want to be married.
Now, I will say it's been the opposite for me. I don't know that I got offended. It was just like, no, I'm good. We got to do that. But yeah, I can't say that I haven't run into that where I've told someone. Well, I haven't told anyone I wanted to be married.
Exactly, and that's my point. That's my whole point to adult dating. I'm so glad that Slash come up with this topic because it opened me up to thinking about adult dating and looking at things, and that goes straight to the point. Ursula's friend bring me straight to my point, to where I could actually stand on that. That's not adult dating, man. If she's at any gentleman out there and listening to my voice, if she says she wants to be married, listen to that woman. Period.
Well,
have a conversation with that woman.
I want to cut onions, and I want to chop onions, and I want to, respond to him. Like, are you on the way home? I will be there after my aerobics class. I want to come straight home. Like, I miss coming straight home to a man, and that's just the truth. Now it has to be a man that I'm attracted to, and it has to, but I miss it, and I can't wait for it. For me, honestly, I can't wait till it happens again. I'm like, I'm gonna be team my marriage, and that's the truth. Yeah. And I have a friend that recently, I have a couple of friends that recently embarked, or one of them is embarking upon this, and the other said the same thing. She like, it's just you get tired of being single, and I am tired of being single, so I do have my radars pointed to, like, I'm not gonna just anybody, but I'm not gonna try to get with anybody at all. I prefer the guy that I'm seeing right now. I would love to marry him, but I mean, he just, I don't think that he understands what sacrifice look like. And when you really love somebody, how much you need to sacrifice for that person. I don't think he's at that point yet. I think he's growing to that point, but I also think he has a lot of growing up to do. So, I mean, I don't know. Part of me say I'm here for it, but the other part of me says that other situation that we talked about on Sunday,
Yeah.
Okay, like how much more time are you gonna give him to?
That's what I was about to say. Because you said this was 7 years, right?
I've been seeing him, honestly. Maybe we stopped for about 3 years, and I went back to school. But I've been honestly knowing this guy since 2008, and I have loved him. I think at first he's taken me for granted, and I mean, honestly, I've done some things to be taken for granted because, I think I kind of played my hand the wrong way initially with us, but this second time around in 2017, I kind of really, have put myself all out there, and I don't want to make him seem like a bad guy because he's really a good guy. I just think that, his priorities and him prioritizing what I want. And let me say this. If I say I'm sneezing, he'd be like, you need medicine? What do you need? So, but it's almost like that movie. He's just not into you. Like he can't like surrender all, to me as far as for marriage. And I'm not going to put myself out there and say other things, but there are some other things that I, have witnessed with him that it does make me uneasy, but I'm not uneasy in a way of stop. I'm in uneasy in a way of I have my radar on looking, and just hoping somebody would do like, we talked about Sunday, somebody do a double take and just surrender all and be like, I got you. And the person, if I'm attracted to them and they say, I got you, I got them.
Exhausting. That's it. That's my whole point. And we're gonna go move on to the panelists after we're done here because it's 17 after the hour. But that again, it proves to my point that that's exhausting. That entire situation is exhausting, and you shouldn't have to constantly go through that continuously. with the same person, period. That's
Yeah.
exhausting. That is exhausting. And that's my point. That when do you not be tired?
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like
That's
maybe
exhausting.
he don't even, I know my worth, but I don't know. Anyway.
So my whole point, and to prove the point, because I go back and I study these shows, and I'm back in my coaching bag, period. I
Right.
study these shows, and I went back and I listened to everything that you said about the third guy. So just like Keisha told you, she told, hey, just go for it. Why not? What do you have to lose? Go for it and figure it out.
Yeah.
One other thing, Ursula, that I encourage you to do is to step back and do a needs assessment on yourself. And you will find that it's very difficult to do. But this is your homework assignment. So you have 5 areas that you need to assess your needs. And if he's not meeting all of that, because one pillar is for mate, the other one is for yourself, the other one is from your family support system, your professional life, and your spiritual life. So take those 5. And really, if he, at this stage in your life, if he just doesn't meet that, then you got to question yourself and say, hey, what am I really doing here? Like, there's no longevity in this. This just doesn't work for me, and it doesn't meet my needs. So you have to figure that out.
Exactly.
Y'all see why she's the doctor and Olivia Pope? I'm just
Yeah, she is. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I mean, Keith, girl, you up? Can you talk?
Does she most of the time, is she up there for you when you?
Absolutely.
This is dog conversation. This is dog conversation.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
Wait a minute. It's funny that you talked about surrender, because we missed it. Mark had a lot to say here. So he would said that women settle down, men surrender. Let's keep it 100. Like older folks wait till they slow down all the way and join church. You have or end situationships, relationships, and marriage. It flows that way also.
Yeah.
Some women don't meet a real one until later in life, after chasing Kappas, pretty boys, and ballers in their 20s, settling for a husband after taking L's. Exactly. And I think he was kind of commenting more so to what your situation was. He would say, like the old biddies would say, no disrespect, but
yes.
So I would say you have to, and I've done this myself. If you're giving more than that other person is giving and is willing to give,
walk away.
And that's a true red flag. And this is the time where I start looking at, okay, where we're on the other side of that lifespan, where how much longer do we really want to keep going around the same circle, dealing with the same stuff? And I'm one of those people who believes that life, you're going to continue to repeat the lesson,
right?
You get it in life,
right.
And to close that off, so we could actually move on from that and get on with it. But folks just have to master the art of saying goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
you have to find the gift in goodbye, the gift and the good in goodbye.
That's it. That's plain and simple.
That's the hard part.
That song that Beyonce had, "The Best Thing I Never Had." She said, "I've found the good in goodbye." That's it. The best. Yeah, go listen to that song.
That's good stuff. Hey, Ers.
Yeah.
Where were you when you sent me a picture of some wine? Where were you? Did you get that wine?
No, I didn't buy. I ain't buy that wine, but I thought
the Boujou Lipple.
I was in Rouse on the expressway in Gretna about fitness. I had just left out the gym last night, and I said, "Now I was getting me some Cabernet," and I said, "Look at this Beaujolais." I really didn't think they had that friend.
I need to know what it says so I can send my folks over to get that Beaujolais. Have it on ice and ready.
I'm send you right on to where it's at. If you go in Rouse, you go to the wine section. It's on the end. It's on you know what you call that? What they call that?
It's an end cap.
It's the end cap. Now it's not going to be on the end cap A's. It's going to be on the opposite end cap face the beer. And all you got to do is go right on over there today, tomorrow.
In the words of Slash, in the words of my good friend Slash, the next round, I'm gonna have a 10 box of Popeye's chicken and some Beaujolais.
Yeah.
He did answer the question when I asked him if he was the quiet hoe, and he said he was mainly a one-woman man. So I don't really know what that means, but we'll ask
that's what he said. We'll go with that one.
Can I talk on it? Can I talk on it? Can I talk
no,
on it?
No, we can't talk on it.
I'm not gonna give too much away. I'm not gonna give too much away because I'm very censored. I'm very censored.
Okay, go ahead.
I remember a few years ago, a long time ago, being young, and I used to like to go in Target Mark at the fire station to play tennis. Like, come play tennis with me. And he came like twice. But
who came twice? Wait a minute.
Mark, he came. We played tennis like twice, maybe more than twice. This is when all of the old school people were.
I'm gonna drink some water on this.
Some water. So this is the days of, like, all of our partners were still around. Sherman and all of them were still in the hood. Sherman and all of them. When I say Sherman and Taco, them everybody know, and I don't want to, make this a sensitive show because they all know here they have all transitioned and you're in a better place. And so I liked Mark. But do you know a lot of women like Mark?
Whoa. Okay.
Yes. And I was telling somebody, I said, I think Mark is very interesting. And she told me, and I'm not going to say who it was, but she told me he is interesting.
Like, she knew for sure he was into it?
Yep. And that
wait a minute, like she knew biblically like he was into it?
So maybe I was writing about Mark. Maybe Mark is Romello. Wink, wink.
And so
wait, Shan. You can rewind the tape on that. You said biblically, like thy rod and thy staff.
Thy comfort me, all of that. Yes. That's it. You know what they be saying? All of the verses. Yeah, all of the verses. Yes. And so it just taught me a lot about the guys in the neighborhood. It sounds like, most of these guys are off. They're untouchable because somebody gonna know about them. So that's when I had to start traveling to other cities like Oswego and Marrero.
Wow. Mark.
Yeah, so Mark is a quiet storm. He's a quiet storm. He is, he's a quiet storm.
So Ursula, since you've known me all so many years, am I not a quiet storm?
I think
please, you was a whole rustling hurricane. Please, you don't read all this.
When I hear, because I have listened to
you to say that though, Mr. Williams. It was cute for you to say that, but we all know that ain't the case.
Let me tell you what I think of you. I think
whoa.
No,
let me Shan, call me, girl.
Silence it, please. Your opinion, madame. What's your opinion? I need to know about my co-host.
Wait, so let me tell you about your co-host. Your co-host is, let me just say this. So I have to start by saying your co-host is really a great guy. I met him with his sister-in-laws. That's your sister-in-laws, right? Or your brother.
Well, great.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's funny. He's funny. But anyway, all of that to say, after listening to the shows, I heard one of the shows where he mentioned he didn't just bring anybody around. He didn't bring fleas around or whatever. He did have a couple of fleas that he brought around, but they was dressed nice. He dressed real nice when he brought them fleas around. And I said, but you know what? I said, wait, Shane, I said, let me tell you what I said about your co-host. I said, he gonna figure it, he's a good guy because he's genuinely a good guy. We would sit there and argue all night, me, him, and his brother. Me and his brother would go toe to toe because I love R. Kelly and his brother love R. Kelly. And I shouldn't say it, but we still do. I know I do. But then you can't take away somebody's talent. And that's all I'm gonna say. Talent, two different lifestyles. But anyway, we would argue all the time about, no, this song is the best song. I think Trent had another artist that he I don't know if it's Michael Jackson or something, I don't really remember, but I know me and Trent would talk about wine and just different experiences. We knew a lot of the same people. Mark Marine, did I say that? Yeah, Marky Mark, we knew Mark. And, we just had a lot of stuff and, people and kind of didn't know each other. Your friend Michael. And so all that to say, I just was like, this guy is genuinely a good guy. And I just, you see him going through things and you're just like, not going to happen.
All right. I like that. Well-dressed fleas.
Well-dressed.
Nice. Lipstick on a pig.
I saw two of them. I was like, how Wayne showing? One of them Wayne was showing.
Okay, it's 27 after the hour.
You control this show. We don't have nobody kicking us off the network. Stop that, please. Stop that. So Mark said he said, like Alonzo stated, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. That sounds like somebody who was an undercover, trying to be an undercover hoe. And then the Gentle Giant says she's putting you on the spot, bro. Oh, I never heard that. Well-dressed fleas. Nice.
That's interesting.
Wow.
That's quite interesting. So Ursula, really appreciate that.
And the subject.
You're welcome to come back anytime.
Yes, you sure are. You sure are. We'll be back Sunday at 8:00 Eastern time. So you're welcome to come back then.
I will.
Shannon could call. She could call shots now that her name is in life.
Oh yeah, you don't put my name on the whole thing now. It's all
pretty
good.
much.
It's all good.
Okay.
Run this thing. I'm just here. I'm mopping up the floor, so. And Keisha could have at it. I'm just here mopping the floors.
Okay, Keisha. That's what I'm talking about.
So when is Nick going to be back?
Huh?
Nick.
I think Nick will be back on Sunday.
Okay.
Where's the United Women's Front? We're here. Don't worry about us, Mark. Don't worry about us.
It's all good. So
don't worry. We're gonna give you some
you
some bug spray bombs for them fleas, though.
I appreciate
some flea bombs.
I love you, my friend.
Same here. Back at you.
Okay.
Bye, ladies. All right, y'all too.
That was quite interesting. I like how the tables turn on Mark too tonight. Like that was good.
I know, right?
Yes. How many? You got any other friends that you grew up with that we can bring on?
Actually, once they saw Slash and Romello back at them, they're gonna be coming out the woodworks. I'm more than sure they are. So
wow. But
okay,
well, yeah.
Yeah,
it's been a fun show. Thank you, Keith, for coming back. I would dare to say if you find out what you're doing Sunday, because the next topic I think we're doing is going to be what about your friends, and we're going to talk about friendships. Very near and dear to my heart. Right? Are we still going with that one, Mr. Williams? Oh, he's talking about Nick's on the wax and back tour. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's.
No, I mean you call us, so that's what it is. That's what it's going to be.
Oh yeah, so
Keisha, you're welcome to come back, because I'm loving the chemistry here. I'm loving the adultness of the platform, and
cool. I mean, I've got a couple show topics to submit, so I'll make sure I get those to you guys.
It's all good. It's definitely all good. So I'm sure if it's anything like your dialogue and your advice to Ursula, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, Ursula got a lot going on there. Did you say number 3?
Who, me? What?
No, Ernst. Because I think he said who just said something about her having the third one.
I don't remember. That was last week.
I think Ernst is checking traps. Oh no.
Exactly. She's checking traps. She's a great friend, and she's actually genuine. What I love her energy, man, because she's always the same. Always the same. So
she said it's not 3.
Well, technically it's 2 impossible because she hasn't connected with the possible yet.
Look, they put me out there like that every week. Somehow it comes back to serial dating. So I don't
Wait. Mark's saying something.
All allegations, none convictions, because real bad boys move in silence. Yeah, we got you, Mark. We got you. It's very interesting, though.
Good stuff, man.
Mark, put your Marine hat on. You think you move in silence, but you don't.
Ooh, Mark, we're gonna let him have it tonight because I'm outnumbered. And then they brought a secret weapon. I think
you're
Ursa's
outnumbered and you're outbrained. Let's just say that.
Say that again.
You're outbrained tonight too.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I can never be outbrained.
Yeah. Oh, it's almost time for my outing. So I got to go, y'all.
You did what? What'd you say?
It's almost. I've got an outing.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
All right. Peace Sunday.
Yep, absolutely.
Actually, I'll see you Saturday though. So.
Yes, absolutely. See you then.
All right. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Thank you, everybody that logged on. We'll see you on Sunday, and be prepared to talk about your friends. Hopefully, all relationships will stay intact or either get better.
Good stuff.
All right. Good night, you guys.
Okay, now.
Conversation with Trent in conjunction with Taylor Kennedy Media and your radio network would like to thank you for calling in and listening to tonight's episode. We hope that tonight's conversation offended you just enough to turn your mirror inward to come back for more. So until next week's conversation, be epic.